From 1 January 2026, all national standards scenarios will disappear. Europe will fully transition to the European standard scenarios STS-01 and STS-02, and only C5 and C6 drones will be permitted for these operations. This affects every professional operator and every drone manufacturer preparing their products for the European market. I'll explain what this change means. The foundation of everything is Delegated Regulation 2019-945. This regulation doesn't tell you which components to use. Instead, it sets essential requirements, high-level safety, reliability, and protection goals that your drone must achieve. In other words, you are free to innovate, but you must be able to demonstrate that your design meets these safety objectives. Knowing the law is not enough. You need to prove compliance. And that's where the notified body or NoBo comes in. A notified body is an independent organization designated by the EU to assess conformity. Before your drone can be placed on the European market, a NoBo must review and validate your design, your testing, and your documentation. Relying solely on internal assessments is not sufficient. The NoBo provides the legal confirmation operators will depend on. Mark this date. From 1st of January 2026, any operation under the European Standard Scenarios (STS) will require drones marked as C5 or C6. This will trigger immediate demand among operators, and only the manufacturers who complete their certification pathways in time will be able to supply this market. Waiting is not a viable option. If you design your drones without following the draft standards, particularly the EN 4709 series, you risk failing the NoBo assessment later. Notified bodies will base their evaluations on these drafts in practice, even before they are published in the official journal of the European Union. Ignoring them may lead to redesigns, delays, and missed market opportunities. Using them proactively positions you ahead of competitors. Your roadmap is clear. Design today according to the draft requirements. Prepare your technical documentation, and treat the notified body assessment as a critical step in your product development timeline. Manufacturers who anticipate both the regulation and the conformity process will lead the European drone market in 2026 and beyond. At EU DronePort, we help manufacturers navigate Europe's complex regulatory landscape. Learn more in the full guide that you'll find in our blog at eudroneport.com. Are you ready? The time to act is now.